I'm pleased to say that listening intently to this, on the line we have Cliff Johnson, who together with Kevin captained Chadmore to a second title. Good evening, Cliff.
Good evening, Liz.
Obviously I am biased and proud to be so, but congratulations on guiding the club to a second title.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
We had a good season, haven't we, again?
We have, especially when you take a look in our first 5 away games. We probably could say that metaphorically we hit the woodwork 3 times.
Yeah.
3 single-figure defeats in the first 5 away games, which was a superb performance. But at that particular time, you're looking for your first away win if you to beat this sort of class of opposition.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I mean, back in April, did yourself and Kevin sort of feel that the title could be retained?
Well, given we'd lost away at the George by 7, at Woodfield by 9, and then Nordby by 6, then you come in really close. I mean, in this class of opposition, you win away from home by a handful. You don't go winning by 20s and 30s. So we were really close. Our main problem was that we were getting 6 players to play of the 8 selected on any one evening. You cannot beat that sort of opposition unless you're firing on all cylinders.
No.
And we started to do that towards the back end of July.
Yeah, that's right. I suppose in some ways as well, Cliff, retaining the title is perhaps a greater achievement than the first success.
It is. The first one we were really pleased with. To retain the title against the sort of class of opposition which is there is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Much closer this year, as Nick just pointed out. There are 3 clubs on the same point, and that's testament really to our home form. If you look at our home form this year, it's been the bedrock of our performance.
Yeah.
And I think overall we've been plus once, and that was by St George's.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, do you think sort of the home performances have really been the foundation for Chadmore retaining the title?
In a way, you need to win your own games, obviously, but as you know, we pick from 11, and whichever 8 we think are going to score the most in any one game is the team we pick. So winning your last game does not guarantee selection for the next.
Yeah.
And when you're only winning by a handful, particularly away from home, then it's really important that we optimise the team that we think is going to score the most shots on the night.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the secret to the success, I think, is home performance underpins the season, but just squeezing away wins in.
Yeah.
That's what wins this league.
That's right, yeah. And of course, back in July, Chadmore were actually down in 7th place. At that time, did you feel that sort of the halfway point there was still a chance that we could, make some ground?
Yeah, for the same reasons. I mean, that was just after the 5 games. As we said, we hit the woodwork at least 3 times. We knew we'd got to go to the Greville. We played the Greville Green pretty well. And we went there in late July, and we managed to get all 8 to play. And as soon as we got all 8 to play, then we knew we got a chance.
Yeah, I think perhaps the Greville was the turning point, really, in the season, wasn't it?
I think so. Also, of course, the next away game after that at M&B, that underlined it. So we then got 2 away wins, and we've been playing pretty well up to that point, apart from getting all 8 to play. But those 2 away wins, obviously,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the league has now been in operation for 3 years. What are your thoughts, Cliff, personally on the league? How having played in it for 3 seasons now.
Everyone that you speak to reference the league, sees this as the strongest league that we have in the Midlands. Everyone that you play is playing class players every single game that you play. And I've heard people say it's like playing a county match every Monday night, and I suppose it is.
Yeah.
If you look at the sort of players that are there, it's a really competitive league.
Yeah.
But I have to say, quite a lot of camaraderie within the league as well. There's a lot of respect within the league.
Yeah.
Very, very little difficulty, and a delight to play it.
That's right, yeah. And you would expect nothing less, really, considering the teams and the professionalism in which the league is run and played in, wouldn't you, really?
Yeah, the vast majority of people are prepared to travel as we do in this. They travel to play bowls. They're not interested in causing any sort of trouble. They go, they play the game, win or lose, have a drink with who we played with, and then get back to it again.
That's right, yeah, that's right. Well, obviously on behalf of Talkingbowls and Mel and myself, Cliff, just to congratulate you once again, yourself and Kevin, very, very experienced players, obviously playing in the team, know what it's all about, been there, done it, and done a sterling job once again. To win it once is special, but I think to retain it is even more special, perhaps in some ways. Did you want to add anything, Nick?
Well, just listening to you talking then, Cliff, I do remember us having a conversation at the garage before you played the Greville, and you said very clearly to me that we're going to go and win away at the Greville, and we're going to go and win away at M&B, and you did tell me you were going to go and win away at Tamworth and Arden, but I don't think you managed that one. But the confidence was there. I thought to myself, well, I wouldn't mind you being captain of Woodfield, to be honest with you. Maybe you could get a bit of motivation into some of our players, but no, you told me what you'd set your stall out, and you won at the Greville, you won at M&B, you knew what you were up against. So I think it's a terrific performance. I think you've done well. It's a hard place to come to, Chadsmore, to get a result. We like the green, but we never seem to come there and do as well as we'd want. But it's a hard place to perform. I think you've done an excellent job, and fair credit to you. I think fantastic for you to win it 2 years running. Really pleased for you.
Thanks for that, Nick.
Not a problem.
Mel, did you want to add anything?
No, I think everything's been said really. All I just add is, if it wasn't for Nick and his brother at Summit Garage, the league wouldn't be in existence, and they deserve a big credit for helping increase the profile of the sport in our catchment area, really. So thanks to yourself and your kid, mate.
Yeah, well, no problem.
Thank you very much, Cliff.
No problem.
And thank you for joining us, and we'll speak to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Take care, bye-bye. That was Cliff Johnson, captain of Chadsmore Progressive, who this year have successfully retained the Summit Garage Premier League.